Hey everyone, Kate Fora here. Tuning in for this week's Facebook Live. I'm going solo. And we're going to continue the conversation that we've been having over the course of the month around conscious choice. It's been really interesting to dig into this a little bit around some of the beliefs, assumptions we have around what choice and ultimately what possibilities are available to us. And often some of the blinkers we have on are regarding what's possible, what's not possible. Today, we want to talk about how not choosing is choosing. And I think this can be a really powerful one to reflect on. I think for me, the red flags around not choosing, procrastination, indecision, often a lot of uncertainty, discomfort about not settling on a choice. And I think it's important to be able to pay attention to our body, to the signals that we are noticing, to some of the self-talk that's going on when we are in a state of massive indecision. Often there's bigger things going on underneath. Sometimes it's quite a big values conflict. Other times it could be a piece around not trusting ourselves. And so all of that is really good data. A big part of the Acts of Confidence program is raising our awareness around some of these things, to notice what's going on in terms of our own behaviour, to be resourced to be able to dig in, to have the courage to stare some of it in the face, because some of it can be quite confronting, and then to be able to resource ourselves to navigate through some of these things. And I think the state of indecision can be really frustrating. It's often has a space of stuckness. And when we think about what stops us from making choice, what puts us in the space of not choosing, the first thing is we don't trust ourselves. We don't have certainty around perhaps where that pathway is going to go. We're not sure. Is that aligned with my values? Is that really what I want? I see this all the time with people looking at making career decisions and looking at different career pathways, not applying for roles because they're not sure that that particular opportunity is what they actually want for their own career pathway. And so this is why clarity is really key. Clarity creates certainty. Clarity creates confidence. And so just that piece of not trusting ourselves, if you've noticed that uncertainty, it will display as confidence. I'm not confident to make a decision. I don't have certainty whether this is in alignment with who I am, what I want, where I want to go. Even, right, that distinction, that transition from I'm not confident to make a decision to I'm not sure if this is what I want. I'm not sure if this is in alignment with what I want, where I want to go, who I am, what I value. That distinction is powerful, because when we get that awareness, when we get that clarity, we get more information that tells us, okay, now I need to get clear. I need to get clear about what I want. I need to get clear on my values. That's a big part of the Acts of Confidence program. I think also we don't choose because we're worried about missing out. So by saying yes to one thing, we're often saying no to others. This is just a fact of life. We can't do everything. And so again, this one is really interesting to pay attention to. We've reframed this to the joy of missing out, to be able to get clear, make a decision, move forward, and to be able to choose again. It's one of the things Phoebe has brought into my life. I often let her share that because it's one of her pieces, but it's a no for now. We get to choose again. And so I think that is a really useful tip and resource when we're in that indecision state, when we're digging into why we're not choosing. And I think the third one is on the other side of decision is action. And when we are compelled to take action, we will get more information. So one thing I love about action is no matter what happens, right or wrong, positive or negative, you will get more information. You will have more certainty when you take action. That some of that certainty might be really positive, might tell you more of what to do. Do more of X, Y, Z. That works really well. Don't do more of X, Y, Z because that didn't work so well. And of course, things going wrong, it not working out, it not being the right role, it not being good fit. Maybe I'm not ready for it. In our experience, that's the truth of that is often very low. But there is risk in taking action. And for some of us, that can feel a little bit overwhelming. A great example, if I circle back to the one around pursuing a particular career pathway or putting our hat in the ring. If I take action and I apply for a role, then I might get it. And what if I get it and I screw it up? Or what if I don't get it? And now I've got evidence that tells me I'm not ready for the role, which, by the way, isn't true, right? There was just another candidate that was better for the role or better suited for the role right now. But the risk of getting that information, hearing that message, no matter how small it is in reality, in our head, it's often overemphasized, though. It tends to be out of perspective or, larger than what it really is in reality. But, we don't want to risk getting that bit of information. So we continue to overinvest in more experience, more time, more energy to get more skill, capability, experience to create more certainty that when I do decide that that's the role for me, when I do apply for it, that I'll get it. And so all of that has significant costs, right? Has significant costs in terms of time, that you delay in taking action, making progress, securing that role, for example, getting that experience that allows you to take the next step in context of career. And so not choosing is choosing, right? The consequences of not choosing is significant. I share that because understanding the cost, understanding what not choosing is costing you, understanding the fact that you are not choosing and why you're not choosing opens the doorway up to be able to recognize what's going on, to be able to perhaps right-size some of that fear, to perhaps help you get clear about what it is that you want so you can really step forward and take confident, imperfect action. Team, we're going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed today's confidence conversation, we'd love for you to head over to our Facebook page. Like it, you'll be notified every time we go live. Lots of other great videos, resources there for you to dig into. If you'd like to check out some more, of course, the first two videos of the week, first two videos of the month talking about conscious choice and the benefits of conscious choice, really valuable videos to check out. And of course, when you are ready to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, visit our website, coreconfidence.com.au.